Assalamualaikum students. So now we come to the exercise of second lesson. In this exercise, in the same pattern as of the last lesson, first of all, they have asked some words, the meaning of some word in vocabulary, and we have discussed these words during the lesson. So now you know the meaning of these words. You may write those meanings, and you may search for new meaning also in dictionaries. Then in the B part, they have asked you to form nouns from certain words, and they have given one example. Celebrate. Celebrate is a verb, and the noun derived from this verb is celebration. Similarly, they have given 5 other words. Gather. Gather is also a verb, and its noun is gathering. Gathering. Symbolic. Symbolic is an adjective. Its noun is symbol itself. Symbol is a noun, and symbolism is another noun. Symbolism is another noun. Prosper. Prosper is a verb, and its noun is prosperity. That has been used in the lesson also. Decorate. Decorate is again a verb, and its noun is decoration. Encourage. Encourage is again a verb, and its noun is encouragement. Encouragement. And the point to note is that there are certain of these words. Certain endings are used to make nouns. For example, encouragement. Encouragement is a noun. In this word, ment is a suffix that is usually used to make nouns. Similarly, decoration. In this word, shun, T-I-O-N, shun, is a suffix that is used to make nouns. Prosperity. This ITY is usually used to make nouns. So, ism, symbolism, ISM, it is also used to make nouns. Gathering. You know, ing form of the verb is called gerund. Ing form of the verb, of the verb is called gerund, and gerund is usually used as a noun. So, ing form also is used to make noun. So keep these points in mind. Then they have given a passage for translation that I told you earlier also, that translation isn't a part of our federal board paper, so we don't need this translation. However, for practice sake, you may try to translate this paragraph as well as the whole lesson in Urdu. Then analysis of pattern of text organization. Now here they have asked you different points related to the lesson, and as you have gone through the lesson, I think and I believe that you may easily attempt this part of the lesson. Then in the B part of question number 4, rather, there aren't any question number there. They have given only A and B parts. So there are textual questions. 7 textual questions have been given. These textual questions have their answers basically in the text. And as I told you in the previous lesson also, there are questions given in blocks even within the lesson. And I also told you that certain other questions may also be formed on the same lesson. And in federal board exams, sometimes those unseen questions are also set. So we'll have to go through these questions. But first of all, I would like you to attempt these questions yourself. So we'll come back to this part of the exercise, and I'll guide you in the solution of these questions. Now there is grammar part. In grammar part, they are explaining, they are rather giving you collective nouns for practice. Collective nouns, as you know, are the nouns used for groups of people, groups of things, groups of different things, different areas and people. So fill in the blanks with correct collective nouns. So first of all, you must know the meaning of these words so that you are able to use them correctly in these blanks. So the first word there is gang. It is typical for a Chinese dash to make 8 to 9 dishes for the New Year's Eve dinner. Now this sentence, as you can see, has been taken from the lesson itself, and here you may find the word within the lesson also, and the correct word here is family. It is typical for a Chinese family to make 8 to 9 dishes. Then the dash applauded heartily at the end of the concert. Applaud is to clap, to praise, to admire. Applaud is to clap. Heartily, from the bottom of the heart, very sincerely, or with joy, joyfully. Heartily may also mean joyfully. Concert is a song party or dance party. Concert. So the crowd applauded heartily. Here the collective noun crowd will be used. Similarly, the dash has just had physics lesson. Here we are talking about physics lesson, and you know a lesson is related to a class. So the word class, the collective noun class, will be used here. The dash of robbers was arrested by the police. Robbers, those who rob, those who take away things by force. Robbers, daku, those who take away things by force. So the word gang, this collective noun, gang is usually used for criminals. Gang of thieves, gang of robbers, gang of criminals, we may use in that way. So the gang of robbers was arrested. A dash of people gathered at the accident site. Again here, crowd. A crowd of people. Well, students, let me make a correction. In number 2, I told you the crowd applauded. Crowd may also be correct there, but a better word given in this list is audience. Because whenever there is some function, whenever there is some program, the crowd there is called audience. So the audience applauded. Here, the better word and more correct word is audience. Crowd may also be correct, but a better word is audience. So in number 5, a crowd of people gathered at the accident site. Site, S-I-G-H-T site is wrong here. There must have been scene, S-C-E-N-E, scene, S-C-E-N-E, scene. Site is usually not used in this sense, they have used here. Then the dash took many important decisions at its monthly meeting. So we are talking about some monthly meeting where some decisions were made, and you know, a committee, collective noun, committee is correct here. A committee is a collection of people who gather to discuss different things. Then the last one, the dash of Pakistan Air Force looked smart in their uniform. The dash of Pakistan Air Force. Crew, C-R-E-W, crew. Crew is staff. The word collective noun crew is used for staff. So the crew of Pakistan Air Force looked smart in their uniform. So that's the end of this part of your exercise. We'll continue it, inshallah. Part of the exercise is the use of must and mustn't. Must and mustn't. Must not in abbreviated form is pronounced mustn't. So when we want to make some strong obligation, point out some strong obligation. Obligation means responsibility. When we want to say that something is very essential to do, we use must. As they have given the example, all cleaning must be finished. All cleaning must be finished. So now this action is essential to take, must be finished before New Year's Day. Similarly, when there is strong prohibition, forbiddance, when we want to forbid something very strongly, when we want to say that something mustn't be done, so we use mustn't. You mustn't play with matches. You mustn't play with matches. Matches mean matchsticks. Matches की जो तीलियां होती हैं, matchsticks. You mustn't play with matches. So now you are to use must or mustn't in the given blanks. Number 1, she dash eats so much sugar. Now here, obviously, we need mustn't, because using a great amount, a lot of sugar is bad for health. So we must use mustn't here. She mustn't eat so much sugar. Students dash pass an entrance examination to study at this school. Here we need must. It is essential for students to pass an entrance exam and entry test to study at this school. You dash watch so much television. Watching a lot of television is injurious for our health. So again, we must use mustn't. You mustn't watch so much television. He dash take some medicine for that cough. Here, somebody is suffering from cough, so we want to suggest that medicine may be good for him. So we'll have to use must. He must take some medicine for that cough. Visitors dash smoke. Smoking is bad. It's a bad habit. So again, we need the negative mustn't. Visitors mustn't smoke. Then they have given you 6 sentences, and you are to use present indefinite or present continuous tense according to the situation there. As a matter of fact, different tenses may be used in the same sentence unless we have been given the whole context. So let's see whether we have some help, we get some help from the context of the sentence there. Otherwise, both may be correct. You not like dash chocolate. You do not like chocolate. You do not like chocolate. Now, obviously here we usually like is a verb which is usually not used in continuous tense. We don't make continuous sentences with the verb like. So here indefinite tense is correct. You do not like. You are not liking will be wrong. You do not like chocolate. She not study at the moment. At the moment means now, at this moment, now. And whenever there is some indication of now, we may safely use continuous tense. She is not studying at the moment. She is not studying at the moment. They not eat rice every day. Every day always indicates something general, and present indefinite tense is used to show general activities, routine activities. So they do not eat rice every day. They do not eat rice every day. We not work now. Again, now is there. So you may easily and safely use present continuous tense. We are not working now. It rained a lot here. Here we are again pointing out a routine, a general fact. So it rains a lot here. It rains, present indefinite tense. I go dash on holiday tomorrow. Now tomorrow is basically future. And both present indefinite tense and present continuous tense may be used to indicate even future. But when we are to use present tense for future, for some future activity that has been already planned, so we may use present continuous tense. I am going on holiday tomorrow. I am going on holiday tomorrow. So in that way, we saw where to use present indefinite tense and where to use present continuous tense. And now the last part of this exercise, punctuate the following paragraph. Here is work for punctuation, and the paragraph has been taken from the lesson. So I suggest that you punctuate it yourself and then tally it with the lesson, and there you will find where you have made certain mistakes. I hope none of you will make mistakes. When you punctuate, you use capital letters wherever they are needed. You use full stop. You use comma. You use inverted commas. You also use apostrophe. You use colon, semicolon. So these different things you are to use here, and then you may tally it with your lesson and you will find whether you have done it correctly or not. So students, we leave this lesson now here. The remaining part of the exercise will be done afterwards. In our next lecture, inshallah, we'll study our first poem, Try Again. And after reading that poem, we'll attempt its exercise also, and the remaining parts of this exercise and the previous exercise will be done inshallah in some other lecture. Thank you very much.